Hello students, welcome to the session, and in this session we are going to learn An Alien Hand, Chapter 3, The Desert. At the end of this video, you will be able to know the facts about desert, to understand the importance of being strong in facing the adversity. Now those of us who live in regions covered with forest or surrounded by hills may find it difficult to imagine what a desert is really like. The popular belief is that it is an endless stretch of sand where no rain falls and therefore no vegetation grows. It is dry, hot, waterless and without shade or shelter. But this is not entirely correct. And for those who have studied it, the desert can be a beautiful place. A desert may be hot like the Thar or cold like Ladakh. So here what the two opinions are given. The first opinion, which is about the people, or the belief of people. And what the people believe, that the desert means a land without vegetation, without water, without shelter. But when the people they studied about the desert, what they found, that it is a beautiful place and it is not entirely like no vegetation, but it has less vegetation because it has less waterfall. Generally, if a place has little or no water and vegetation, people usually call it a desert. A desert is not always a flat, unchanging wasteland of dry sand. It may have mountains and hills. Desert may have also an oasis, big or small. An oasis is like a green island in the middle of a desert where a spring or a well gives plants and trees a better chance to grow. The desert is home to a variety of people, animals and plants that have learned to live under very hot and dry conditions. True, the ground is not always hidden by a cover of grass, plants and trees as it may be in other climates. But when it rains, which is rare, desert flowers bloom and the sight can be as rewarding as that in any tropical garden. So, desert is not just a sandy wetland, but it can have mini mountain and even a green land called an oasis. Some deserts are almost totally without water. Then strong winds blow in such places, raising heaps of sand and depositing them as mounds called sand dunes. These are called as sand dunes, which is made with the sand. When the air blows, it turns into the heap of sand and it is called as sand dune. That shift and move endlessly across the desert. Few plants can survive on such dry, shifting sands. All living things need water in order to survive. So, the few plants and animals that live in deserts have developed the ability to require less water. Already we know that the human beings require water to survive, and even the all other living things require water. Then desert animal and desert plants also. But here the plants and the animals, they acquire the ability, means they are able to adjust with the adverse condition and survive in the desert. And the first animal about which we are going to learn, that how it survive in the desert, that is the sheep of the desert. And what is that? That is camel. The camel, popularly known as the sheep of the desert, can drink a lot of water at a time. Last year already desert animals lesson we have learned, and we know that there are different animals and plants which can survive. So the first we are talking about camels. Camels can go without water for days at end, and the reason is they sweat very little. So why the camel require less water? Because they sweat very little. We sweat because we must maintain our body temperature. So we sweat. when it gets hot, and this cools the body. But camels can stand high body temperatures, and so they don't need to sweat much and can therefore retain the water they drink for long periods of time. The camels have the capacity to drink a lot of water at one time, and as they sweat less, so they can retain that water for a long period of time. Even the smaller desert animals do not drink water. Instead, they burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. So how the other desert animals, they survive without the water. So what they do during the daytime when it is too hot, they go underground, means under the sand, and when the night time they used to come up and eat the other insects. Some of them eat other animals and get the water they need from the moisture in the meat. So the animals, they eat the other animals, and from the meat they get the moisture which is required, which fulfill the need of water. Others eat plants and seeds and get the water they need from plant juices. We know that some other animals, what they do, they eat the plants and the seeds, and even the plants also, the water, the moisture drop which it has from the plant juices. These other animals fulfill the need of water. Cactus plants store water in their thick stems. This might you will learn in your science also. Their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. So how the cactus can survive? Because it has the feature that, what is that feature? It absorbs quickly the moisture. Though the rainfall is less, but occasionally when the rainfalls appear, the roots of the cactus, they quickly absorb, and so they fulfill the cactus fulfill the need of water. The major feature of all desert is, of course, dryness and variations of temperature. This is one of the feature of the desert. In humid climates, the moisture in the air acts like a blanket. So when the climate is humid, then the moisture which is available in the air, it acts like a blanket and protects the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. And in the absence of this blanket in desert land causes the desert to heat up fast during the day and to cool off at night. So this is the reason that why during the daytime the deserts are too hot and quickly at night time they become cool. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. They are there like the dense forests and the deep oceans. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look upon them as useless parts of the earth. So we cannot say that as the desert, as the less rainfall, it means it is useless part of the earth. No, it is also the important part of the earth, like the dense forest and like the other nature's great beauties. Desert also has its own beauty. So we have learned about the facts about the desert, what are the belief of the people and what is the fact. Secondly, we learn about the life of the desert, the animals which survive in the desert, how they survive, how they fulfill the need of water. So I hope you all have understood this.